Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube channel, and we're going really old school. I broke out my Fran Tarkenton's Pro Football Offensive Play football game. This is what got me hooked on sports sims. We're going to play a little bit of it. I've modified the game a bit to make it um, easier to play as a single person. My brother and I would play this game for hours. My friends would play this game for hours, and it got us my friends and I all got hooked on sports sims. They went on to get Stratomatic. I would get Stratomatic baseball, title about boxing, Stratomatic basketball, as well as some military strategy games. But this was the game that started it all for me. And if you don't know, tonight we're going to have Chris from Stratomatic Delaware on the channel, along with our good friend Dog Sidious. So we're going to talk about sim games, and Chris and I will talk about the games that we like to play and what got us hooked on this wonderful genre. And Dog Sidious, I believe, will be talking a little bit about some Dungeons and Dragons. So, all right, this is not a card and dice game; it is a chart and dice game. And it took me a lot to figure out the setup with the camera I have. So, this is Fran Tarkenton Football. All the plays and the teams are on this sheet, and there's multiple. And I know you can't see it; it's tough to see, and I apologize. But we're gonna play the 1968 Jets and the 1968 Giants, the only teams I have. I actually did make, I believe it was the 1983 Patriots. I actually made every team when I was a kid, from football magazines and stats to the best of my ability. I can show you that at a later date. No one wants to see that, but it was fun. I actually played out the majority of the season. So we're going to play as the Jets and the Giants. And the quarterback for the New York Giants, Fran Tarkenton. And again, you can't really see that. And the quarterback for the New York Jets, Broadway Joe Namath. So the gist of it is there are 23 plays you can see on the board. It's tough to see, I know. And what it is, they have a 11 through 66 dice roll. And then there's a modification for defenses. So the Jets, and I'm sure I'll mess this up, the Jets have a 7 defense. So if the Giants called a handoff to the fullback, which is play number 1, that is an 8 rating. So just for ha-ha's sake, we're just going to say it's a standard defense. And we roll the dice, and that's a 24. So because the Jets had a 7 defense, the Giants had an 8 offensive play, it goes up 1 to 25, and we'll say it's a B. So 25B is a plus 4-yard gain. So it would be a 4-yard run. That's the way we explain that. I've modified the game to play a little better solitaire, and that's thanks to I watched Earl. The two Earls were playing football games on their channel, card and dice, and I watched the way they modified their games. Earl with the E playing Bold Bound, and Earl without the E is playing, I can't remember the game, but it's fun. And so I modified basically off that. I actually used my old Stratomatic basketball die. So if you roll the black die, if it comes up D, there's 2 Ds, that means you hit the right defense. This is an offensive play card. Now, I can go through, like, when you play against someone, you would make your own defensive play calls, but we're not doing that. And if anyone has questions, I'd be more than happy to answer it. So if you hit a D, you get the right play call. If you hit an X, standard defense, which is an average defense, good, average against everything. I also broke out this, I want to say it's 9-sided die. It's 0 through 9. What's that? 0 through 8. Or is it 9? 10-sided. Anyway, obviously, you have defensive play cards A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1 through 8 will be one of these play calls. If you hit a 0 or a 9, it's going to go back to a base defense, which is fair against every play. I played out a little bit last night before we did my live chat with Dog Sidious. A lot of fun there. And it seems to work out well. Now, there's no real field goal kicking or punt rating. You just go off the chart. What's the beauty about this game is everything is right here. And I think this is where some new games, they have you going all over the place. Again, they're more in depth. But this is a fun little football game. Again, offensive play calling. You would, if you're playing against someone, you would pick a card, you would hold it, and then they'd call their offensive play. You'd put your card down, and you'd go off the rating. So without any further ado, we're going to start a little bit of the Big Apple Bowl and see how far we get. All right, so we're going to roll for the kickoff. And we'll say even the Giants get the ball, odd the Jets get the ball on the kickoff, and it is odd. It's a 1, so the Jets will have the ball in Joe Namath. So back to return. Oh, this is going to be different. Who returned for the Jets? We'll just say for ha-has. We're going to say Sowers back for the Jets. He'll be the return man. So on the return, all we basically do, they kicked off in 1968 from the 35, I think. Well, I don't really remember where they kicked off from 1968. I wasn't born. So I'm trying to think. We're going to say they kick off from the... They backed it up. We're going to say they kick off from the 35. That's what we're going to say. I probably should have looked that up. Actually, I'm going to look that up right now. Probably should have looked that up. 1968. Actually, off the rules. And all the rules, this is another great thing as I pop to go get the rules. It's all on this one chart. One little thing. So, all right, let's go kickoffs. Player tosses a coin. We did a roll. Team kicking off, roll the dice. You go to the chart. Yada, yada, yada. They don't say where you kick off from because they probably assume that you're playing in 1968 and know where they kick off from. Well, we're going to say from the 35. That's what we're going to say, from the 35. We're kicking off from the 35. Again, you have your rules right here. We'll go to that if necessary. I'm pretty sure I got the rules. It's very basic but fun. Fran Tarkenton instructions, the original game. So here's the kickoff from the 35. And we'll roll, and that is not going to be a good kickoff at all. So the kickoff is a 13, so that's 49 yards. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, so that's from the 20. No, 49 yards, I'm sorry. Now I just messed myself up. So we're going to say from the 15 because I just messed myself up counting. So the return would be from the 15. And then you just roll for the return. And, oh my lord, that's a double 1. So that's a 22-yard return. So that's 10, 20, 1, 2. And there's a fumble on the big hit. And now we go to our fumble chart. And the fumble chart is injury. And the fumble chart is, where's the fumble chart? It's over here, I remember. Oh, here it is. Fumble. 1 through 4, the defense gets the ball. So this looks good for the Giants. 5 or 6, the offense and the Jets will get it. And it's a 5! The Jets recover their own fumble. So they avoid a big, big, big faux pas there. That would have been really bad. So the Jets recover, and they will have it 1st and 10 on their 37. I lost the little ball. I don't know where the heck that is, and I don't have the yard marker. So we improvise, because we're human beings, and we can improvise. All right, so the Jets will be on the field first. You have Joe Namath at quarterback. The left end is Sauer. The flanker is Don Maynard. The tight end is Pete Lamons. Halfback, Emerson Boozer. Fullback, Matt Snell. And that's what we'll go off that. I'm not really going to go with, when we used to play, we used to like mark who tackled and stuff, but I'm not really going to do that here, as we're already 9 minutes in. So we're going to go with an offensive play call, and the Jets, number 5 is an 8 rating. The Giants have a 7 defense, so a number 8 rate, that is a draw to the fullback. I don't really like that. We're going to go draw fullback, what the hell. And so number 9, actually, is an 8. That's draw halfback. So that's an 8. The Giants have a 7 defense. So we move up 1 on the roll. If you roll an 11 or a 66, they stay the same. You do not, it won't adjust. So an 11 or a 66 stays the same no matter what. 11 being an awful play, a 66 being a great play. So we're going to go draw halfback for the Jets. So here's the draw boozer. And what we have here is a blank black die. So now we'll go off the green die, which is a 1. So that's an A. And that's a 6-man front. So they're playing run. And that's a 35 on an A for number 9. And that will be a 1-yard gain. So Boozer is stuffed. He only picks up 1. It's going to be 2nd and 9. As the timing for this, you're originally supposed to do 1 for a kickoff, 2 for completions or runs, and 3 for long distance. We're going to do 2 for kickoffs and any type of kicking play, punts. And we're going to do 3 for completions or runs and 4. So we had a kickoff, and that's 2. And then I'm not going to keep it on the board there because I'm afraid I'll knock the board over. And then we had a run, and that's another 3 plays, 3 ticks off the clock. And it's 75 ticks altogether. So, all right, so that's 2nd and 9 for the Jets. And now we're going to go 2nd and 9. We're going to go, let's see what another good play is. A 12 is a flare to the halfback. So we're going to go flare to our halfback, Emerson Boozer from Joe Namath. And I probably should keep stats, huh? So that was a +1 for our halfback. And we might not keep stats, so +1. And so now we're going flare pass to Emerson Boozer. And that's an X. So an X is a basic defense. So we disregard the green. These are my own rules I made up to try to make it funner for solitaire, as opposed to shuffling cards and just picking them. And I got those ideas, again, from Earl and Earl from Stratomatic, Delaware. From Tabletop Baseball, excuse me. So an X is a basic defense, and it's a 66, so that's going to be a big play on the flare pass. So again, we're at the flare pass, and so it's a 66. It's not going to change. It can't go up any farther because it was an 8 play against a 7 defense. So the flare pass, 66, and the B is a standard defense. And that is a 28-yard gain, so that's a first down. So that is 9. 19. Right there. Because that would have been 10. They get another 8 yards and make a 28-yard gain on the 66 on the flare pass. So Namath completes to Boozer on the flare. And it's now 1st and 10. Big play there for the Jets. On the Giants, 32. So Joe Namath completes a 28-yard pass. That's +28 for Namath, as I'm on the wrong stat sheet. God damn it, Al. So that's +28 for Namath. Boozer had a 1-yard run, +1. And now he has a +28. And we'll circle that to make it a reception. And so that's a completion. We're going to tick off 3 more. And here we go again. So 1st and 10 on the 32 of the Giants. Giants cannot stop them. That was a huge play by Emerson Boozer after stuffing him on a run. Now we're going to go handoff fullback, and this is a 7 play. So this is a handoff to Matt Snell. And the Giants have a 7 defense. So this will stay even. There's no fluctuation here. And that is a blank for the black die. So we're going to go off the number 8, and it's a 36. So that's going to be H, and that's a double coverage for the tight end. So H on the handoff to the fullback, which is a 1 call, and that is a 36. That's a +6. So Matt Snell gained 6 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 2nd and 4 from the Giants. 26. 2nd and 4. So Namath and the Jets, and we have to tick off, I have to remember this, tick off 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, so 2nd and 4, we're going to go past our tight end, Pete Lamons. So a short pass. Actually, let's go medium pass to the tight end here. Slant to the tight end. That's an 18. What's that rating here? The Jets, 18 is a 7. So we're even up here. And here's a pass on 2nd and 4. And again, blank black. So that is a 16. That's not going to be good. And that is a 1. So again, they had lots of men up on the line of scrimmage there. So it's a 1. And that is an A and a 16. And that's going to be incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Did I mess that up? 3rd and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd and 6. What did Snell get? God damn it, I didn't put it down. I'm going to say 3rd and 6. I think I messed that up probably. The joys of keeping stats. I'm going to say Snell went 4. Incomplete 2. Take 2 more ticks off the clock. So we're going to say 3rd and 6. That's what it looks like. 3rd and 6. There. So it's 3rd and 6 for the Jets. And we're going to go with a higher rated play. What's a 9? A 9 is a draw. I don't like that play. That's not going to pop. We need a passer. We're going to go flare again to our halfback, Emerson Boozer, and that is, once again, that's a 12, and that's an 8 rating against a 7 defense, so it'll go up 1 unless it's an 11 or a 66. And they got the right play call. It's a D, so the Giants might stuff him here. And it's a 16, but it'll go up to 16 goes to a 22 with the right play call, and that is incomplete. And that will bring up 4th and 6 from the 26. 4th and 6 from the 26. Field goals, and you have to add 10. No, because the posts are right over, so this is actually a 30. You just go off the 36-yard field goal. I know they back it up 7, but the game doesn't account for that. We never did that as kids. So it's a 30. It will be a 26-yard field goal attempt. Again, the goalpost hung out right on the goal line. Did we back it up 7? I think we did. So it's a 33-yard field goal attempt. Hello, Stratomatic Delaware. How are you, my friend? Hope all is well. And we had an incomplete. I got to keep the clock here, and that's 2 ticks. And so this will be another 2 ticks. So we go to our field goal, and there's no ratings for field goals. I'm going to modify this a little more, too, when I have time. So what did I say? 26, add 7, 33-yard field goal. We need a roll of 33 or better. And we get a 35, and he bangs it through, just barely. So Jim Turner makes the field goal 3-0 on the, so that's a 33-yard field goal, Turner. And that's 2 more ticks. And it is 3-0. I'll keep the score here. Score is important, right? And we'll say Jets, Giants. We'll say 3-0 at the moment on the 33-yard field goal by Turner. So a successful first drive aided by the very big flare pass to Emerson Boozer. All right, so the Giants will now get the ball. And here's the kickoff by Turner, and we'll say back deep for the Giants. Not that it matters, but we got to pick someone, right? We'll say Bly, the halfback. And when I played as a kid, we had all this stuff written down. We knew everything. My brother was a big Giants fan, so here's the kickoff, and that is a 34. We go to the kickoff chart, 34, and what do we say? We're going from the 35 for the kickoff, I believe. 34 is 60 yards. So from the 35, that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 34, 60. So that's from the 5, if I did that right. Well, he's going to return it from the 5 here. So here comes a Giants return, and Bly, excuse me. And that's not good. That's a 14. Man, I'm rolling poor on kickoffs. A 14, an 18-yard gain. So they go to the 23. And 1st and 10 for Fran Tarkenton and the Giants from their 23. So the Giants, as we have Stradmac Delaware and Brad in the chat. And he says, hello, Stradmac Delaware. He says, Turner Boozer sounds some Jets Giants to me. Yes, it is. It's the Big Apple Bowl. Brad 62 says, I'm looking forward to seeing all the stats, Al, when you're finished. Oh, you wise guy, Brad. As we got to do 2 ticks. I'm just trying to get through a quarter of this. And we do 2 more ticks here. It's a fun game. I played a little bit last night. I haven't played in years. So, all right, so now we have the Giants. And the Jets have a 7 defense. And we're going to go hand off to our fullback, Coy. And that's an 8 play. So that'll go up 1. We're going to go hand off fullback. And no black die. So we're going to go off it was a 1. And the Jets are playing the run. And it's a 25. It goes up to a 26. They have the right play call. And there's a penalty. So when there's a penalty, we just go to our good old penalty chart here. And we just roll the 2 red die. And that is at 13, a 12, Jesus, a 12. And that's an injury. And we're not going to play injuries. So we're just going to say they picked up the flag. And that's another 2 ticks. We're not playing injuries. But that would be an injury. All right, so again, they pick up the flag. No play. As it's offsetting penalties. They do it over. We just made that up on the fly. Again, we're going to go hand off fullback. We're sticking with it. And they have the right play call because it's a D. And it's a 36. So the Jets, again, swarming the fullback over Coy. So on the right play call of an A, and it's a 36, it will go up 1 to a 44. It's a 3-yard gain for Coy. So he keeps his legs churning, and it'll be 2nd and 7. 1, 2, 3. And that's 3 ticks off the clock. 1, 2, 3. As Brad62 says, nothing like rolling your own dice, checking results. Yeah, I like this game, and I'll tell you why. And we'll do a quarter. I'm not going to go nuts with it because I'm not quick enough with it. Everything's right here, and I'm going to modify it using Pro Football Reference with a few other things where you can only use the football player. The number of times will probably give him 5 more attempts, but something like that. But right now, we're just showing you the game. Very fun game. So it is 2nd and 4 for the Giants from their 26. They trail 3-0. And we're going to go quarterback scramble. It's Fran Tarkenton's game. His quarterback scramble is a 10, and it's a 10. So that's going to go up 3. So Tarkenton's going to call his own number. He's going to run with the ball. And oh, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, that's a 66. It doesn't matter. Can't change, and that's a 7. So that's a G. They're keying the halfback. So 66G, a 40-yard gain for Fran Tarkenton. So Tarkenton, so that's 10, 20. And I messed that up. 30. And a little liberty here. He gets it down to the 34-yard line. What a run by Fran Tarkenton. Little liberty with my moving of the football. I'm not going to go nuts with it. So a 40-yard scramble. 66 stays the same. It was a 7. And if you what we did was we took the A, B, C, D, and we numbered it. And so that is a 7, and that is keying the halfback. A 66 cannot go up or down. It stays just like an 11. And that is, so a quarterback run, that's a 40-yard gain, and that's 3 ticks off the clock. 1, 2, 3. So Fran Tarkenton coming right back, trying to get the Giants on the board. 1st and 10 from the Jet 34. So Tarkenton, as I'm not keeping stats here. You know what? We're not keeping stats. We'll keep stats another time. So Tarkenton went nuts there. What a run as they finally, as he's zigging and zagging, bring him down. So the Giants will once again go to the halfback. 1st and 10. They're going to give the ball to Coy. And they're keying. I said handoff halfback. So we'll stick with that. I meant Coy, the fullback. But we give it to Bly. And they're keying Bly, so they're going to smother him under. This is a right play call, so that's a G. And that we're going to go off of the second little column here. And that's a 46. So we're going to have an okay result, I think, on a 46. Let's look at that play. Unfortunately, because I picked a bad play, it goes down 1. Because I said halfback. I said the halfback, but I wanted the fullback. So 46 moves down to a 45. And that is a G. A G, so that's the first column, 45. He still picks up 4 yards. Good tough running by Bly. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2nd and 6 from the Jets 29. And Tarkenton, well, we're going to call an 11, a screen to the fullback Coy. This is an 8-rated play, so it's going to go up as Jets have a 7 defense. And they get the right defensive call, so they're keying. The right defensive call would be keying the fullback, I think. But they get the right defensive call, so it's going off column 1 anyway. So keying the fullback is F, and that is the right defensive call. And it is a 35, but it's a +1, so it goes to a 36, and that is a 4-yard gain on the screen pass to the fullback. So that's going to be 3rd and 2 from the 25. Or actually, that should be there, I think. From the 24. So 3rd and 2 for the Giants. And they're going to go handoff to the fullback this time. Let's get it right. And this is an 8, so it's going to be +1. It's going to go up 1. And that is a 56 and a 2. And that's a standard defense. So that's a B, as the black die is blank. 56, and it's a +1. That goes to 66, and a B. And that's a 13-yard gain. $10, $11, $12, $13, down to the 11-yard line. So 1st and 10, as Coy rips off a good run, finally dragged down by the Jets. And we have to keep this, so we messed up on that. So we have to go 1, 2, 3 on the other play, and 1, 2, 3 on this, as the clock goes tick, tick, tick. So 1st and 10 from the Jets 11. And we're going to call a scramble once again. Fran Tarkenton, 10 out of 10. This will go up 3 notches, as the defense for the Jets is a 7. And this could be a touchdown, folks. So, blank black die. We go number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's double covering the wide receivers. That's an E. And that's a 46. So, on a 10, E, 46. That goes 55, 65, 66. 9-yard pickup. Tarkenton is brought down at the 2. So 2nd and 1 on the Tarkenton scramble. Tarkenton running wild against the Jets here. As Stramac Delver says, this is just as good as Looney Tunes. Absolutely it is. And we got to go 3 here. 1, a 2, and a 3. So 2nd and 1 from the Jets 2. We're going to give it to the fullback. Here's the handoff to the fullback, Coy. And they stack them up. They get the right defensive play call. It goes up 1, 56. So that goes to a 66. Touchdown on the 2-yard plunge by Coy. 6-3 Giants. And you can see the chart. In A, it's the right play call, but it goes from a 56 to a 60. Even if it was a 56, it was still a touchdown because it's an 8 play call against a 7 defense. So a 2-yard run by Coy, and that makes it 6-3. The extra point. Let's see if I remember the extra point. We basically do the extra point. Where did they kick the extra point from? They put it down. I think 17. They 3. So it's basically when they run the 2-point conversion, they do it from the 3, they say, for the AFL in 68. So they must put the ball down 7 yards back, 10 yards. So basically, and I'll have to look this up. It's an 11. You need an 11 to stop the extra point. And we rolled a 46, so it's definitely good. 7-3 Giants on the touchdown run by the fullback, Coy. 2-yard touchdown run, Coy. Giants. And that's another 5 ticks. 3 for the run, 2 for the extra point. 1. Oh, here it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we approach the midway portion of the first quarter. So now we'll kick off from the 35. And that's a 24. And the 24 is a 55-yard kick. I say from the 35. 10, 20, 30, 40. Oh, that's a short kick. 24. 56-yard, 40. 50. The 11, we'll say. Not going to go nuts with it. Here's the return by the Jets. And we'll say it's Sauer on the return. No, he's a tight end. We're going to say it's Emerson Boozer, the halfback. And that's a 44 for the kickoff return. The 44 is a 31-yard return, so a good return. So if it was at the 10, we'll say it's a 40. Back it up 2. Add it here. 10. 20. Yeah, I was right. And that's a 44. That was a 31. 31. Close enough, 40. There we go. Liberties with the yard markers. And that is 2 more ticks off the clock. Tick, tick, tick goes the clock. 1st and 10 for the Jets. Down 7-3. Namath comes back out on the field. And Joe Wooly Namath. $20. And that is a bomb, a fly pattern to the left end. Sauer. So he's looking for a big play right off the bat. And oh boy, the Giants have that played as that's a D on the 20. So that is an H. Is that an H? Doubling it's an E. So we go to the last column here. And that is an 8. So that goes up 1 from 35 to 36. And that's incomplete. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 as he cannot connect up with Sauer. So 2nd and 10. Going to go back to the flare pass to the halfback and Emerson Boozer. And again, the Giants playing tough D here as they have the right defensive play call. They're keying Emerson Boozer on the 12. So the flare pass is not good, not good. It'll go up from a 14 to a 15. And that's an incomplete. So 3rd and 10. So the Jets come out throwing here. 3rd and 10. 9. 3rd and 10. They're going to go draw Emerson Boozer on 3rd and 10. So that's a 9 play. And it's 8 rated. So against the 7 defense, that's going to go up 1. And it is a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're keying the fullback. Ouch. Let me make sure I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this could be a huge play. Wrong play call. And it goes up from a 34 to a 35. That's an 8-yard gain. So they're going to be short. Oh, where's my yard marker? And it's going to be 4th and 2. As we have to go with some checkoffs here. We had 2 incompletes. 1, 2, that's 2 and 4. And now the run's 3. Okay. As we're past the midway point of the first quarter. So 4th and 2, and the Jets are going to stay on the field on their own 48. 4th and 2. 5. They're going to go pitch out Emerson Boozer. This is an 8. They're going to try to take it wide on the Giants defense. And it's going to be a base defense because it's an X. And not going to be really good here. As the 24 will go up 1. And on a base defense. So 24 on the pitch out. On the B. And the 24 goes to 25. He only picks up 1 yard. So the Giants hold, and they'll take it over 1st and 10 on the Jet 49 as the Jets went for it. And more tick, tick, ticks go off the clock. Coming down to the final third of the quarter here. So the Giants stuff Boozer on the outside run. He can't turn the corner. Joining us in the chat is Bubba Husky. As he says, I was up with him until the wee hours of the morning. He was eating coffee grounds. I was eating coffee grounds. You are correct, Bubba Husky. Good morning to you in Stratomatic, Delaware, and Brad62. So here we go. You know what? I need a sip of coffee. So the Giants take over with Fran Tarkenton. Let's do a different play. Ooh, what's this? A 7 is a 9. Fran kind of skewed his offensive numbers here, though he was a fabulous quarterback. What's a 7? A 7 is a bootleg, and it's a 9. We're going to go bootleg with Tarkenton. What the hell? It's his game, right? So that's going to go up 2. They have a base defense, so this roll doesn't matter, even though it was a leaner. And it goes up. It's a 24. So a quarterback bootleg, a 24 goes to a 26, and there's a penalty. So there's a penalty on it. And let's roll for the penalty. Again, we're not playing injuries. And that's a 55. And that's going to be on the defense. Personal foul of 15 yards. So we're going to back that up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's going to be... Now, is that play count? We're going to call it, since it's a personal foul, the play must have went, so it's going to be second, would it be 2nd and 25? No, they accept the penalty, so it's going to be 1st and 25. That's 2 ticks off the clock. So not a way to start it off for the Giants here. So 2nd and 25, the Giants will call an end around. We're going to go crazy here. We're going to go an end around, and that is a 6, and that's an 8. So this is going to be an end around to the flanker, and the Giants' flanker was Morrison. So here's the end around. It's an 8 against a 7 defense. It goes up 1. It's a base defense. So again, I'm glad we don't have to worry about the leaner. And this is going to be awful. That's a 1-3 goes to a 1-4 on the base defense, which is a B. And they go minus 3 more yards. They're going backwards here. 1, 2, 3. As now it is 2nd and 28. 2nd and 28 for the Giants as they move backwards. They have a 7-3 lead on the Coy touchdown run from 2 yards out. The Jets got on the board with a 33-yard Turner field goal. And the penalty we forgot to mark. So that's 2 more. As it's coming down to the end of the first quarter here. So what did I say? It's 2nd and 28. I don't even know. We just have to go 28 yards. We moved the yard marker by accident, but 28 yards we need on 2nd and 28. Tarkenton's going to scramble, try to pick up something here. And it's a base defense, and again the Jets are ready for the task. X means base defense. We disregard the 3, and it goes up from a 14. It's a 10 play, so we go 15, 16, 22, minus a yard as he is brought down behind the line of scrimmage by the Jets. And now it is 3rd and a mile, 29. AU Packmule has joined us in the chat. How are you, my friend? He was with us last night, early into the wee morning hours. AU, did you get all those bees? The bad bees? They're not good bees. Did you get them all? So a 3rd and a gazillion, as I believe that is a 3rd and 29. And what play do we call here? Number 20, a fly pattern to our left end for the Giants of 1968. And the left end would be Homer Jones. We need the home run ball to Homer Jones. This is a 10 out of 10 play. So this will go up 3. Tarkenton going for it all. And it's, oh my God, it's going to be a 66 because the 56, it goes up. Nothing on the black die, so it's a 3, A, B, C. The blitz is on. Uh-oh. Puts on heavy pressure, so that's a C, but it doesn't matter. This is a 66. On the bomb to the left end, Homer Jones, and it's a C. Touchdown, Giants! As on the blitz, the Jets are burnt. Tarkenton gets the ball floated out there, hits Homer Jones in stride, and he goes for the touchdown. And now I have to do math, and that is a 68-yard touchdown pass. That's what we're going with. So Homer Jones from Tarkenton, 68-yard touchdown pass. To Jones. And it's now 13-3. And that's another 3 ticks off the clock. 1, 2, 3. That should be a long gainer. That's a touchdown. That's 4. So a long gainer is 4 ticks off the clock. So Fran Tarkenton saying, this is my ball game. Get out of here, Broadway Joe. And it's now 13-3, extra point. Again, I'm not sure if we need a 3, back it up 7, that's a 10. So basically a 12 or an 11 is no good. 25, he makes the extra point, and it's now 14. Just 3. And the extra point goes 2 ticks as we're coming down to the final minute and a half of play in the first quarter. MP Fox has joined us. Awesome. Been turning in a bit here and there. Looking forward to another sibling rivalry. Oh, yeah. I love that on Stratomatic Delaware. That's good stuff. And here come the Giants to kick off. And what do we say from the 35? Who's the Giants kicker? Gogolak. One of the Gogolak brothers. Pete Gogolak will kick off. And then, oh, he shanks it. That's a 14 on the kickoff. And that is not good. 50 yards. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 from the 15. And here comes Emerson Boozer on the return. And that is a 35. So Emerson Boozer is going to pick up 29 yards. So we'll go 10, 20, 30. And he's brought down, bring it back, one on the 44. Good return. And look at that. We have the yard marker already set up. All right, so that's 3 on that. No, 2 on that. And we have a minute to play here in the first quarter, and it is 14-3 Giants over Fran Tarkenton and the Giants over Broadway Joe and the Jets right now. And the Jets need to come out firing here. So flip the play chart over. And the Jets are going to go back to a number 5, a pitch out to the halfback. This is an 8. Giants have a 7 defense. The roll will go up 1. And black die is blank. Will go off the green of a 5. A, B, C, D, E. Double on the wideout. That's not good. And this is going to be a 66, so it's going to be a big run for Emerson Boozer on the pitch out. And that is an E. So the first column, E, 66, they luck out in a way. It's only 17 yards. So that is a big run. Okay. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Again, I'm taking liberties with the way the yard marker moves. So a 17-yard by Emerson Boozer, 1st and 10 for the Jets on the Giants 38. So Boozer's having a pretty decent day. And that's going to be 3 ticks off the clock. 1, 2, 3. And with 1 tick left, we have one more play. So 1st and 10 on the 38. Last play, as there's a tick left. And we're going to go number 20. A bomb to our left end, and that is George Sauer. And this is an 8. Giants have a 7 defense. It's going to go up 1 on the roll. So Joe Namath's looking to get it all right here. Black die is blank, and it is a 34. That'll go to a 35, and it's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's an F. They're keying the fullback there. So this could be a big play. 34 to a 35 on the 20. Bomb to Sauer. And that's an F. And a 35. Incomplete. And that ends the first quarter of football. The Giants have the lead 14 to 3. So, after one quarter of football, 14 to 3. We've gone 46 minutes. As Stratomac Dove says, dog pound my kind of football. Absolutely. That's when the Cleveland Browns were good. Stratomac Dove says, if only I had those teams, could try it with the Browns the year 2,000-yard backs. Was that Binder and Mac? I think that was Binder and Mac. All right, well, this is Fran Tarkenton Football. We played a quarter of football, and I just wanted to show you this was the game that got me hooked on sim sports. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to call it a stream now as I have to start doing things. So I hope everyone enjoyed it. We played a quarter of football, and the Giants won the quarter 14 to 3. And we might be back and do it again. But this is just something I wanted to show you guys. And hopefully, Stratomac Delaware says, I really like it, Al. Never played it. Looks awesome. Great game. Everything's right here. Okay? And you have the rules. The rules are really basic. It took me about 5 minutes to remember the majority of the rules. And again, I should have looked up where they kicked off in 68 and the extra points and things like that. So, again, I don't want to. This would go a long time with me because I'm not really quick with it. But I think we can get it down to a point where it's fairly fun. And it was fun to show you. I just wanted to show. I want to do a little dice. True card and dice, though it's more of a card and a dice and chart. So, anyway, first quarter was a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I kind of want to keep playing, but I do have to do stuff. Anyway, so thank you very much to MP Fox, Stratomac Delaware. He'll be on with us tonight at 10 with myself and Dog Sidious, and we'll be talking about sim games. As the Cubs of Bear says, everyone under 40 watching asking, who is Fran Tarkenton? Fran Tarkenton was one of my favorite football players. Great quarterback. Played hard. He's from Georgia. Played for the Georgia. What time is it? 11:51. I kind of want to keep playing. But unfortunately, real life, I want to play. You know what? Hell with that. We're going to keep playing a little bit. Let's play let's play a half. Let's speed it up here. So, it's going to be second and 10, start of the second quarter. Jets have the ball. Let's play a little more. I like rolling the dice. We'll throw back a bit. So, 2nd and 10, and we're going to go handoff to the fullback. Matt Snell, it's even. So here's the handoff to the fullback. That is a 1 inside run fullback. And it's a 24. Man, they're not getting a dice roll. Black die is blank. It's a 6. And they're keying the fullback. So they're going to stuff this play. 24 on the right call, which is an F. No yards. So that brings up 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for the Jets. Take care, MP Fox. I'm just going to play a little more. 3rd and 10. Jets need to pick up 10. 3rd and 10. What's a 9? A 9's a draw to the halfback. A 12 is a flare to the halfback. We're going to go flare to the halfback. 3rd and 10. We're looking for Emerson Boozer. And again, the Giants come up with the right play call because it's a D. And it will go up one. We get a decent roll. That's a 45 on the right play call. So that means they're keying the halfback, which is a G on the 12. So 45 goes to 46. And even while keying the halfback, that is a pickup of 11. Emerson Boozer continues to torch the Giants. So it's 1st and 10, as we have to have some kickoffs here. So that's 1st and 10 on the completion. 1st and 10 from the Giants, 27. Another big play. Emerson Boozer killing. What a play. And the Giants had the right call. Breaks a tackle, goes for 11. Giants will now go to hand off to the fullback, Matt Snell. And that's going to be a basic defense because it's an X. And that's an even play out of 22. So that's a B22. And Snell puts his head down and picks up 2 yards. So it's going to be 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 from the 25. Giants going to give it to Snell again. They're going to try to ground and pound. And let's re-roll that. So that's a basic defense because it's an X. We disregard the green die. And that is a 34. Again on the handoff. And that's a 5-yard pickup. So it's going to be 3rd. 5-yard pickup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, the yard marker thing moves. And that kind of is annoying. So, what did he get on the first one? He had a 24. That was 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. I think it was a 24. So, see, the yard marker moves, which does not help me. Right there. From the 19. Got to give me liberties. So that's another 3 ticks off the clock. The 2nd quarter. So 3rd and 2. Giants are up 14-3. Tarkenton, Namath is going to go to his halfback once again. The number 9. No, I don't want that. That's a draw. I don't like that play call. Number 5. Pitch out to Emerson Boozer. And the Giants are keying Boozer. But it's a 46 roll. We disregard the green die because it's a D. These are my house rules. It's a 46. They have the right play call on the pitch out. And the right play call is a G. 46. So that's the 2nd column. G. 46 goes to 55. And he picks up 9 yards getting to the outside. And a 1st down. 1, 2. I think I messed that up, but we're going to say he picks up a little more. So it's going to be 1st and goal from the 10. The stupid thing slides, and I'm not going to go nuts. 1st and goal from the 10. Another 3 ticks go off the clock. Tick, 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 tick. Jets looking to punch it in. They're down 14-3. Hand off to Snell, the fullback. And that's a 6. This is an even play. And they're double. Oh, man. So they're keying the fullback on a 24, excuse me. So that's an F off the 1st column, a 24, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 10. Pitch out, Boozer. Base defense. It's going to go up 1. Disregard the green die. So from 45, we got to take some ticks off the clock on that run. And that's 3 ticks off the clock. And another 3 ticks off the clock. Okay. So that's a 45. And that was a pitch out. And that's going to go up on the base defense, which is a B. And that's going to be a 46. That's a gain of 6. So down to the 4. 3rd and goal from the 4. If you get 4 yards, it's a touchdown because you have to assume he broke the plane of the goal line. So 3rd and 4, the Jets knocking on the door here in the second quarter. 3rd and 4. Pitch out to Boozer again. And it's going to be blank black die 5. And it's going to be doubling the wideouts, though they were looking past a play action, the Giants. So that's an E. And it goes from a 36 to a 44, I believe, on the pitch out on the B. On the E, excuse me. I believe this will be a touchdown. Pitch out halfback E. 6 yards, touchdown, 4-yard touchdown run. The Jets are back on the board as it's now 14-9. We await the extra point. As that goes 3, tick, tick, tick. And then another 2 for the extra point. Again, 13 above is good. And it's a 12! He shanks the extra point. So Turner shanks the extra point, and it will stay 14-9. I think I said 14-9. So a 6-yard touchdown run. By Boozer. Extra point fails. So here comes a kickoff by the Jets. They're now down 14-9. Kickoff from the 35. Turner with the kickoff. He just shanked the extra point. That's a 23 on the kickoff from the 35. That's a 55. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 at the 10. Here's the return. And that's a 15. So the return by the halfback, Bly. And that's a 15, 20 yards. So they'll have it at the 30. 1st and 10 for the Giants on the 30. And 2 more ticks come off the clock. And here comes Fran Tarkenton. And the Giants, they have a 14-9 lead. Giants are going to give the ball to that fullback, Coy. That's an 8 against a 7, so this will go up 1. They have the right defense. They're keying the fullback, and that goes from 26, as they have the right play call. 26 goes to 33. It's a +1, so a 1-yard gain for Coy. And that brings up 2nd and 9. As 3 more ticks come off the clock. 1, 2, 3. So 2nd and 9. Tarkenton is going to go with a 6. No, that's a flanker. I don't want to do that. What is the 10? That's him running. 11. Screen. They're going to go screen to the fullback. This is an 8. So that's going to go up 1. A screen. So after giving the ball to Coy, they're going to screen to Coy. And black die is blank. It's a 34. That's going to go up 1. It's a 5. And they're doubling the receivers. So that's an E on the screen. And that's a 34. Goes to a 35. And they only pick up 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the Giants. 33. Giants are up 14-9. And another 3 ticks go off the clock. Tick, tick, tick. So 3rd and 7 for the Giants. Tarkenton going to call his own number. He's going to run like a madman. 10 out of 10 scramble. Can Tarkenton do it? And that is a 6. And they're keying the fullback, so that's an F. 34. That's going to go up 3 because the scramble is 10 out of 10. You got to love Fran Tarkenton. 10 out of 10. And that is an F on the 10 out of 10. So that's a 2nd column here. And so 34, 35, 36, 44. Tarkenton scrambles for 10 yards and a 1st down. So that's 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1st and 10 on the Giants 43. Tarkenton keeps it alive. He is single-handedly willing the Giants to victory here. So 1st and 10. I'm going to go 14. 14 is a short pass to the flanker. And 15, excuse me. 15 is an 8. So that's a short slanting to the tight end. And the Giants' tight end is Thomas. So they're throwing. Tarkenton throwing to the tight end here. And that's not going to be really good. That's a 1-2. It'll go to a 1-3, and it's a 2. So that is a base defense. This is going to be really, really bad. B, a 1-2, and it's an 8, so it goes up to a 1-3, and from a sack, it goes to incomplete, so Tarkenton is just able to get rid of the ball, and it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, and that's 2 more ticks off the clock, plus we had a run I didn't record, so that's 5 ticks. I sped up the clock, too, so, than the original gameplay. So now, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, right? Yes, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 16. Medium pass to the left end. Medium pass to the left end. And this is an 8, so this goes up 1. The play defense does not get the defensive call off the black die. It's a 3. And they're blitzing, so that's a C. And it's a 45. On the C goes up to, good God, I can't see that, to a 46 on the C. So that's 45. And that's a 25-yard gainer as Tarkenton connects up with Homer Jones. It's 10. What did I say? That's 25 yards? Yes, that's 10. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the 31 of the Jets. So again, Tarkenton connects up with Homer Jones. Tarkenton and Homer Jones torching the Jets as Beatles Eternities jumped in the chat. And that's a 3 off the tick. 3. Alrighty. Giants are up 14-9. Tarkenton going to go to Homer Jones again on the medium. That doesn't count. That's a 35. Black dies blank, and it's a 2. So that's a standard defense. 35 moves up on the column. So 35 goes to 36. That's complete. 14 yards. And another first down to Homer Jones. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 1st and 10 on the Jets 17. The Giants come rearing right back after the Jets put up a touchdown by us. Emerson Boozer touchdown run. Extra point failed. And that is 1, 2, 3. So 1st and 10. First and 10 for the Giants on the Jets 17. I'm going to go handoff fullback. This is an 8 play, so this goes up 1 against the 7 defense. And they have the right play call. They are keying the fullback, but we rolled a 56, and it goes up 1. And that goes to 66 on the key. That's 10 yards and a first down. So Coy goes blasting through the hole, rumbling over Jet defenders. So 1st and goal from the 7. And that's another 3 ticks off the clock. So 1st and goal from the 7. Giants looking to put another touchdown on the board. They're up 14-9 here in this Big Apple Bowl. And Tarkenton's going to call his own number. Quarterback scramble. 10 out of 10, but they're keying that. They're keying Mr. Tarkenton. So this is a good defensive play call. So this would be off the first column, as I don't know what key the quarterback is, but they have the right play call. And that's a 25. So that goes to 26, 27, 34. He only picks up 1 yard. So 2nd and goal from the 6. They snuff that play out. Jets bring him down as he has struggled, cuddled to the grass. Beatles eternally says, I have been playing baseball for Windows with Ernie Harwell calling the game. Man, I missed that game. Cool, Beatles. Oh, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. That way, but my hand, what happens, as Stratmatic says, you can put the chains. They had like little chains in a football, but by accident when I'm rolling, I move stuff. So again, you have to give me, I take liberties with. I don't remember exactly where the thing was. So now it's 2nd and goal from the 6, and we're going to go hand off fullback on 2nd and goal. We're going to give it once again to Coy. This is an 8 play, and it's a base defense because it's an X. And a 44 that goes up 1, and a 44 goes to a 45, 7 yards, touchdown Coy. The Giants on the board again. So Coy smashes in from 6 yards out, 6-yard TD. Coy, we await the extra point. I forgot to mark the 2 runs, so that's 6 plays off the tick chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And here comes the extra point. So the Giants taking it to the Jets. It's now 20-9 as we're at the halfway point, just over the halfway point of the 2nd quarter. So again, basically, 12 or under is no good. Oh, and he shanks it as Gogolak shanks the extra point as I roll a 12. Wow. Extra point fails. And that's 2 more ticks off the clock. Tick, tick. And so it will stay 6. So now it's 20-9. And here comes the kickoff to the Jets. And we're going to do that from the 35. Now, Stratmac Delaware says, put it on top away from you. Oh, that is a good idea. Except the yard thingies are down here. Yeah, I can try that. I'll try that. That is a good idea. At least I can go like this, They had a nice yard marker and everything. This was a fun game in the day. This is my uncle's game. He gave it to us when we were kids. All right, here's the kickoff by Gogolak. So Turner and Gogolak both shank extra points. Big roll. 24, 56, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. At the 9, here comes a return for the Jets, and it's the man of the hour for the Jets, Emerson Boozer, the halfback. And, oh boy, that's a 12, and that's never good. The kick return, and that's only 10 yards. No fumble there, though. Only an 11 is a fumble. So 10 yards. So that brings it out to the 19. And now, got to get to the 29. Now that does work. I think that will work. At least it gives me a visual. And so 2 more ticks off the clock. I'm trying to speed this up just a little. I'm actually enjoying this. It brings back lots of childhood memories, and childhood memories are usually good. How's the setup? Does it look okay? Poor Beatles. He hates football. I'm sorry, Beatles. How's everything going with you, Beatles? Any gigs coming up? Beatles says, if anyone plays and is interested, I can send you a file of dead ball franchise greats I'm using in the game. Cool. All right, here come the Jets. They trail 20-9, so they're down 11. And here comes Joe Namath. Joe Namath. Flip the card over. Pitch out Emerson Boozer. They got the right play call, but it doesn't matter. It's a 66. So they're keying Boozer anyway, the Giants. But Boozer on the pitch out, 66. And that is a G. And anything, oh man, it's a pickup of 12 yards. Emerson Boozer continues to torch the Giants. So a pickup of 12, and that's 3 more ticks off the clock. 1, 2, 3. So we're coming down to the half here. Not much time left. About 4 minutes it looks like off that. But the way actually less because I've sped up the game. So it's going to be 1st and 10. And in this game, if you call a timeout, nothing comes off the clock. So 1st and 10 from the 31. And the Jets need to get some points here. They're going to go medium pass, 18. Medium pass to the tight end, Pete Lamons. This is an even play, so it's 7 on 7, no adjustment for the dice roll. And it's going to be a base defense and not good, a 14. So an 18 on a B is a 14 is incomplete. So I'll be 2nd and 10. 2 more ticks come off the clock. Jets have to start thinking about using their timeouts. So incomplete, 2nd and 10. Jets are going to go screen. Screen to Emerson Boozer. This is an 8 play. It's a 12 on the board. Screen. They've had success with this. And not this time, though. It's a 1. So they're playing tight to the line with a stacked defense. 25 goes to 26 on the A. And there's a penalty. So let's roll for the penalty. We're not playing injuries. And that is a 45 on the penalty. And that's on the defense, 5 yards. So that's going to be 2nd and 5. 1 penalty. How many ticks go off the clock? 2. So 2nd and 5. As there's about 2 minutes left in the half. We have 3 timeouts, so we can run 3 plays without any ticks coming off the clock. 2nd and 5 from the Jets, 36. 21 flanker. Don Maynard, long pass to Maynard. Namath throwing it downfield. Giants are prepared for it. D, they got the right play call. That's going to go up 1 from 14 to 15. On the long pass to the flanker, down and out. The right play call is an E, doubling the wide receivers, and that goes 14 to 15 E, incomplete. So that takes 2 ticks off the clock. Just under 2 minutes of play, 2-minute warning, yada yada. So now it is 3rd. Would it be 3rd and 5? They had the 5-yard penalty. So that should have been repeat 1st down. Incomplete. No, they repeated. We're going to say 3rd and 5. Again, if I messed that up, I apologize. So 3rd and 5 for the Jets. Screen. Actually, pitch out. Pitch out to the halfback. Emerson Boozer. And this is going to be a big play here. That's a 3. That's a blitz on the pitch out, because that's a C. 46 goes up 1. Pitch out to Boozer. On a C, 46 goes to 55, 15 yards, and a 1st down. Out to midfield. So a big run by Boozer. And 3 more ticks come off the clock. And now the Jets will go with a timeout. So this next play will not run any clock. So midfield, we have 3 timeouts. We'll use all 3 of them. Jets have 3 plays with not running any time off the clock. From the 50, go pitch out, halfback again, and that's a 22. And a D, they have the right play call there, so that's going to be a waste of a timeout. So a 22 goes to a 23 on the pitch out, and keying the halfback is a G. So 22 goes to 23G, no yards. So 2nd and 10 for midfield. Jets will use their 2nd timeout. Again, no time to be taken off the play clock. They need to pick up some yardage here. No more pitch outs. Downfield, they're looking deep downfield. Again, to the flanker, Don Maynard. So Namath looking for Maynard. And again, he has Maynard open, but he's not going to connect up. That's a 0 base defense. This could be bad. 14, and that will go to a 15. So on a base defense, 15, incomplete. So 3rd and 10. They'll use their last timeout before we have to start using the play clock. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10. Flare pass to the halfback, looking for some Emerson Boozer magic. It's going to be a base defense, and it's a double 1. This is a pick. And that is an interception. Interception by the linebacker. Great job by the Giants outside linebacker who makes the pick on the base defense. And it was Avery with the pickoff, and Avery will return it 25 yards. So we say minus 25, and I think you just take that from the line of scrimmage. So 10, 20, and the Giants are in business 1st and 10 at the 25. And the Giants have all 3 of their timeouts. So we're going to go timeout here, hand off to the fullback for the Giants. And Coy has been ripping some good runs. It's a 7, so that is keying the halfback. That's bad. And it's an 8, so that goes up from a 46. So that's a G, the worst column. 46 goes to 55, 12-yard gain by Coy. 10, 11, 12, down to the 13. Giants again call timeout. And we're going to go pitch out halfback. We're going to stick with it. I didn't even look what the numerical rating is. Pitch out halfback. That's a 5. And that play sucks for the Giants. So it's a 6. So this will go down 1. Probably should have looked at the play call, Al. And we look out. Well, that's blank. 4 is a... Oh, man. There, we lucked out. They are playing a horrible defense. They're playing pass big time. And that is a 35. The only saving grace is it'll go down to a 33. And on the pitch out D, 33, they pick up 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7. 1, 2, 3. And we'll use our last timeout. 2nd and 7 from the 10. Last timeout. Tarkenton scramble. They have the right D, so it's going to be whatever the best column is. But this is a 10. Again, it's Fran Tarkenton, and he was a great scrambler. I love this play call. I used to run this all the time. Used to drive my friends nuts. The beauty of a game when you're playing as a kid. So that's a 10, and they have the right play call, so it's a quarterback scramble. So the first column is the best column for defense, and it's a D, so they have the right play call. The right play call would be A, B, E, or H. Right play call, 45, 46, 55, 56, 7 yards, and a first down. 1, 5, 6, 7, and that's a first down. So first and goal from the 3. And now we're down to a minute to play. First and goal from the 3. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 2 plays, really, because 3 ticks will come off the clock before halftime. So first and goal from the 3. So if we really don't make this, we got to go for the field goal here. First and goal from the 3. Tarkenton calling his own number again. And this time, that's going to get stuffed. That's a 4. Oh, man. Jets miss a tackle. That's a D. That's god-awful. And that's a 16, and that goes up 3. So a D, it was 16. Touchdown! Tarkenton scrambles in. And the Giants are on the board again on a Fran Tarkenton 3-yard run. They missed the tackle. And that will end the half with the extra point. So Tarkenton scrambles it in. So a 3-yard run, Tarkenton. My friends hated me when I played the Giants. Tough noogies. And here's the extra point. And this will end the half. And 66, he makes it. So it's going to be 7 points. And it is 27-9 at the half. And on that note, as Beatles says bye, everyone's saying bye. And you know what? I'm going to continue on. What the heck? Lots of fun here. I'm enjoying this. We go to the third quarter. And it is 27-9 Giants. Let me adjust this. So that's all done. Third quarter. And the Jets have the ball first. So the Giants get the kickoff. Kicking off. Jets will kick off from the 35. And again, back deep is, we'll say Bly for the Giants. And that's a 56. 71 yards. And we'll get the touchback. And we'll take it 1st and 10 at the 20 to start off the third quarter. And that is 2 ticks. Okay. So again, Fran Tarkenton and the Giants come out. They're up 27-9. They're annihilating them. 1st and 10 at the 20. Handoff. We're going to go pitch out half. Oh, no, we're not doing that. We're going to go handoff half. No, we're not doing that either. That sucks. What's a 3? That's a quarterback sneak. 4. Our halfback's not that good. Handoff fullback to Coy. They have the right play call. They're keying the fullback. Goes up 1 as we disregard the green die. The black die rolled a D. But we're getting the rolls with Coy. He's having a huge game. That goes 45, and it will go up 1 to 46 on an F. That's the first column, and that's 5 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 5, and 3 ticks go off the clock. Second and 5. Giants are going to go handoff halfback. This will go down 1. It's only a 6 against a 7 defense. And that is a bad mistake by us as they're keying the halfback. So that's a 36, and that goes down to a 35 on a G. Handoff halfback. That's the first column. So it's a 35. And Bly puts his head down and picks up 2. So that's going to be a 3rd and 3. 1, 2. 3rd and 3. And 3 more ticks go off the clock. So 3rd and 3 from the Giants, 27. Tarkenton going to scramble. That's a leaner. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to roll over. And it's a 44 anyway. And this will go up 3. They have the wrong play call. Well, they don't have a play call. It's going to go up 5, A, B, C, D. So they're doubling the wideouts. That's not bad. That's not bad. But the dice roll for Tarkenton have been absolutely awesome. So that's a 44 with an E. That's the first column as Tarkenton's going to take off and run with the ball once again. So 44. And he's going to get a lot more on the 44. And 45, 46, 55, 6 yards, and a first down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So first and 10. On the 33. I might have messed that up, but oh well. All right. And another 3 ticks come off the clock. 9, 10, and 11. Okay. So first and 10, and Tarkenton now going to go to the air. 15. Medium pass. Short pass. 15's an 8, so this will go up one short pass to the tight end Thomas. Tarkenton on first and 10 goes to the air. They have the right D, but we'll roll that for anyway. So they have the right. They're keying the tight end, and this is a pick. So Tarkenton goes to the air, and the Jets, this should be a pick. Keying the tight end is an H. An H. Interception. Interception. The strong safe, the free safety. The strong safety, it would be the free safety. It's going to be one of the safeties. So making the pick for the Jets is Hudson. We'll give it to Hudson, and he's going to return it for 20 yards. So the Jets are going to be in business, as you cannot change an 11, even if you have a better offensive play. An 11 or 66 always stays the same. So that's going to be, what did I say? That is a 20-yard. So that's here. 10. 20 down to the 11. We're going to give it to the 11. So the interception returned by Hudson brings the Jets down to the Giants' 11-yard line, and that's 3 more ticks off the clock. So here comes Joe Namath and the Jets trailing 27-9. They need to put points on the board here. First and 10 from the 11. Need to take advantage of this. And Namath, they're going to throw the ball on first down. Actually, we're going to go, what's the 9? I don't like that. They're going to go flare past the halfback. They're going to go to Boozer. This is an 8. It'll go up 1. As I messed that up. Oh, so it's a base defense because it's black, but it's a 0. So it goes to base defense, and it's a 24. Giants are going to have been ready for this play, even though it's a base defense. It looks like they're going to make a good play here. So that's a B on the flare. That's the first column. It's a 24. Goes to a 25. Incomplete. So that's 2 ticks off the clock. Second and 10 from the 11. That's 15 and 16. Okay. So second and 10 from an 11 for the Jets. Jets going to go pitch out halfback, Emerson Boozer. And it's an 8. And they're keying the tight end. So they're looking tight end. Pete Lamons. It's a pitch out to Boozer. It goes up 1. So the pitch out is a 5. And it's an H. So that's off the first column, which is always the best for offense. And it goes from 46 to 55. Touchdown! Emerson Boozer gets the outside. Stiff arms a defender. And he's in for the score. So Boozer picks up his second touchdown on an 11-yard run. And now let's see if Turner can make the extra point. And it's now 27-15. Extra point pending. Again, 11 or 12, no good. Anything above that is good. And 16, he just sneaks it through. So the extra point's good. And it's now 27-16. So 20-7-16. As we have to check off 5 for the run and the extra point. So that's 17's done. 18, 19, 20, 21. All right. So the Jets back in it. The turnover hurts. The Tarkenton interception by Hudson pays. And here's the kickoff from the 35 for the Jets. And that's a 36 on the kickoff. That's 60 yards. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 at the 5. And here comes the return by the Giants. And back deep, we're going to go with... Let's go with a backup here. Who's our backup? Let's find a backup for Ha-Ha's. Tucker Frederickson will return it. And that's a 14. And it's an 18-yard return. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 1st and 10 for the Giants on their 23 on the Tucker Frederickson return. And that is 2 more ticks off, right? So 22 and 23. So here comes Fran Tarkenton. He threw a pick his last time. Dog Sidious, how you doing, my friend? D. Scott Howard, hope all is well. We're playing a little Fran Tarkenton dice football, and we're in the 3rd quarter. Tarkenton threw an interception. Emerson Boozer just ran it in, so the score is now the New York Giants of 1968-27, the New York Jets of 68-16 in the Big Apple Bowl. And here's Fran Tarkenton. It's going to be a handoff to Coy, and this is a +1 play for the Giants. And that is a 3. And a 25 goes to 26, so a 3 is a blitz on the handoff, and that's not good. But the roll of a 25 goes to 26, and that's a penalty. So the Giants could be shooting themselves in the foot here. And now we roll for the penalty. And that is a 56, and that is a personal foul on the defense. 15 yards and a 1st down. So we'll just say 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 1st and 10 on the Giants 39 on the penalty, personal foul. Jets getting a little chippy there against their crosstown rivals, the Giants. And that's 2. So again, Giants break the huddle with Tarkenton. And Tarkenton's going to look for Homer Jones on the pass on 1st and 10. Homer Jones... We're going to go, Homer Jones is the left end, right? So we're going to go medium pass 16. And that's a 9, so this will go up 2 on the dice roll. So Tarkenton looking for Homer Jones. They have the right play call. They're doubling Homer Jones because the D makes it the right play call, but it's a 44. So a 44 and an E, it goes to the last column. And because it goes up 2, it goes 45, 46, plus 17. Tarkenton into Homer Jones. So that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1st and 10 in Jet territory on their 42. So Tarkenton into Homer Jones, and that's 3 ticks off the clock here in the 3rd quarter. 1, 2, and 3. So 1st and 10 as Tarkenton goes to Homer Jones. And now we're going to go for it all. We're going to fly a bomb. They're going back to Homer Jones, the 20. And it is a 5. And they're doubling Homer Jones again. A, B, yep. Oh boy, it's a 24, so this is going to be an incomplete. 24, and it goes 25, 26, penalty. So a penalty. What's this? Could be pass interference. And that's a 35. 35 on a penalty is 5 yards on the defense, so it's going to be 1st and 5 for the Giants. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 yards on the Jets. 2 more ticks come off the clock. As that's 29 and 30 there. So 2nd and 5 for the Giants and Fran Tarkenton on the Jets 37. Hand off to Coy, the fullback. And that's a 14 and it's an 8. So they're keying the tight end. and that goes up 1, but that's not going to be anything, as that's an H. H is the middle column, and that goes to 15. No yards, so it'll be 2nd and 10. Coy's stuffed. 2nd and 10, 3 ticks go off the clock, so that's 31, 32, and 33. So 2nd and 10, 2nd and 5, excuse me. 2nd and 5. Tarkenton scramble. He's going to run with the ball. Base defense, because an X means a base defense the way we're playing. So disregard the 2, which would have been a base defense anyway. That's pretty funny. And at 35, it's a 10 against a 7 defense on the quarterback scramble. So that's a 35, first column. And that's going to go up 3, 36, 44, and 45 as they hold Tarkenton to 3 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 2. So this thing slid. I didn't move that right. It should be 3rd and 2. 1, 2, 3. All right, right there. It slid. 3rd and 2. And 3 more ticks come off the clock, as that's 34, 35, and 36, as there's 75 ticks in a quarter. So 3rd and 2, Giants up 27-16 over the Jets and Joe Namath. And it's 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. We're going to go deep to Homer Jones. This is a 10 against a 7, so this goes up 3 ticks. And that's a 0, so it's a base defense. So they're going deep against the second column, which is a B. That's a 45. We got a great roll. 46, 40, 55, 56. Long gainer. So he hits Homer Jones in stride. This could be another 6 points. Now we go to the long gainer chart. And that's a 14, 31 yards. Oh, and he's brought down as they have it on the 34, 31 yards. Brings him down to the 3, right? Well, that's what we're saying. He gets to the 3. 1st and goal from the 3. As he gets an extra yard, give or take 1. So another big connection. Long gainer. That's 4 ticks off the clock. So that's 37, 38, 39, and 40. So Homer Jones and Tarkenton killing the Jets. Giants looking to put some more points on the board. It's 27-16, a shootout here in the Big Apple Bowl. And they're going to give it to the fullback, Coy. And that's a 7. And they're keying the halfback. And it goes up 1. So that's a G, the worst play call you can have. The Jets defense has just pooped the bed today from the dice rolls. And that's a 34. And that's a touchdown. We don't even have to hit. So that's a 3-yard touchdown for Coy. And Coy picks up another TD, as that's a 3-yard TD, Coy. And the Giants now go up 33-16. Here's the extra point by Gogolak. And remember, only an 11 or a 12 you miss, he makes it. Extra point is good. It's a 44. So they put up another 7. So the extra point is good. So now it is 34. The Giants with 34. The Jets with 16. And that is 5 ticks. 3 for the run, 2 for the extra point. So that's 44, 42, 43. I'm sorry, 41, 42, 43, 44, and 45. Giants in this Big Apple Bowl. They'll kick off from the 35. Back deep is Emerson Boozer, the halfback for the Jets. And that's a 24 on the kickoff by Gogolak. The 24 is a 56-yard kick. So 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 56. So Boozer will return from the 9. He needs a huge return. Jets fans hoping for that 66. He gets a 45, and a 45 is a 32-yard return. So we'll say it's a 31-yard return as we'll go 10. So then we'll go 10, 20, 30, out to the 41. So a good return by Emerson Boozer. 1st and 10 for the Jets, and that is 2 more ticks off the clock as we go 46 and 47. So the Jets trailing 34-16. Here comes Joe Namath. Namath. Flare pass. Well, Boozer's probably a little winded there. Let's flip it over. But seeing that we're playing the same way with the Giants, we can't cheat. So Boozer will go flare pass to Emerson Boozer. That's a 12 on the up here, and that's an 8, so that's going to be a +1 on the dice roll. And can't get the rolls. Base defense, because it's a 0, so it goes to the base defense card. We have a few base defenses out there. And it'll go 16 to a 22 incomplete. 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10, 3 ticks off the clock. So 50 ticks off the clock now in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10 as Namath and Boozer can't connect up. Pitch out, halfback again, Emerson Boozer. This is a 8. It's a +1. So we're going here, number 5. And it's a base defense. And X again equals a base defense. Disregard the 3 on the green die. And that's a 34. B. And that will go to a 35. B. And Emerson Boozer picks up 3. So it's going to be 3rd and 7 from the Jets 43. Right there. Actually should be there. 3rd and 7. And the Jets are now going to go to their money man, Don Maynard. Namath going for Maynard on 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 to Don Maynard. Maynard is the flanker. And I think we're going to go short pass. Short pass to Don Maynard. Actually, medium pass to Don Maynard. So a 17. We need something in the 40. Short pass. Short pass to Don Maynard. It's a 14. That's a 7. It's even. So Namath looking for Maynard. They have the right defensive play call. Doesn't matter what this was. A D come up. So the Giants sniffing that play out. And that's a 23 on the right defensive play call. 23 incomplete as it's 4th and 7. And 3 ticks come off the clock. 53. And the phone rings. I shall be back in a moment. And we are back. All right. So they're going to punt. The Jets are going to punt the ball. I think this is our first punt. This is our first punt. Oh, my God. Again, so the punter for the Jets. Who's the punter? I don't know who the punter is. I have my chart. I don't know who the punter is. Turner. We're just going to say Turner's the punter and kicker. Probably was. I don't think so, though. So Turner's going to punt the ball. Again, there's no real punter rating, just the roll of the dice. And that's a 26. So Turner, and we just do it from the line of scrimmage on the punts. They don't really go nuts with it. So on the punt, from the line of scrimmage, it's a 26. And that's a penalty. So let's see if this is on the defense. That's a 35. They need 7 yards, and that's 5 yards. So now it makes it 4th and 2. So let me just count this out because I moved the marker. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4th and 2 from, this changes everything here. 4th and 2 from the 49. They need to get to the Giants 49. So that's 2 more plays off. So the penalties, we're going to keep the offense on the field now. So there'll still be no punts. As I'll be 54 and 55 tick. So we have 56 ticks left. All right, so 4th and 2, they're going for it. 4th and 2, the Jets stay on the field. We got to go to a good play. 4th and 2, we go to our chart. This is the thing we look at, if you don't know. So, and 4th and 2, we're going to go pitch out halfback, Emerson Boozer. This is an 8 against the 7 defense, so it's a +1 roll. 4th and 2, can Boozer, who's been a money man, do it again? And I think he is. So black die is blank. It's a 7. 5, 6, 7. Oh, they have Boozer keyed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The Giants have him keyed. As a 7 is a G, and that's keying the halfback. It is a 34. He needs 2 yards. It goes, so they have that keyed on the pitch out. That is a G. That's the second column. 34 goes to 35. He still picks up 3 and the first down. Good run by Emerson Boozer. A G is keying the halfback. That's the 5. And it was a 34. I should have had my pointer. And it goes to 35 plus 3. So Emerson Boozer picks up the first down. So that penalty killed the Giants. As the drive stays alive with a clutch run by Emerson Boozer and 3 more ticks go off the clock. 58 now. So 59 ticks left. As I say it, working backwards. So 1st and 10 for the Jets on the Giants 48. They're going to give it to Boozer again. And they're blitzing. Giants bringing the pressure. There's nothing on the black die. We go to the 3. 3 is the C card, which is the blitz. 34. So again, it's a pitch out C. This is our biggest play column. 34 goes to 35. And that's a +5. So that's going to be 2nd and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. So 2nd and 5 for Emerson Boozer and the Jets. As 59, 60, 61. We're coming to a close of the 3rd quarter. 27-16 Giants. So 2nd and 5. They're going to give it to Boozer again on the pitch out. And it's a 1. They're stacking the line to play the run on 2nd and 5. But this is a huge run. 55. Boozer, even on the run stack on the pitch out. And that's an A column. 55 goes to 56. 16 yards and a first down for Emerson Boozer. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 down. Finally brought down by the Giants secondary. And it's going to be 1st and 10 on the Giant 27. So Emerson Boozer, what a killer that penalty was. Kept the offense on the field. They went for it on 4th and 2. So 1st and 10 as Emerson Boozer has been wrecking the Giants. And that's what this game is about, using your best players. I'm going to modify it a bit. So that's 62, 63, and 64. Coming to an end of the 3rd quarter here. Again, Giants up 34 to 16. So 1st and 10 from the Giants 27. Handoff to Matt Snell, the fullback. Base defense, even. So it's even, and X means base defense. We disregard the green die in the way I'm playing. And that's a 25 on a B. 25 on a B, 5 yards. As Matt Snell goes, hey, diddle-diddle up the middle. Is it 5 yards or 4? 4 yards. Hey, diddle-diddle up the middle for 4 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2nd and 6, as 3 more ticks come off the clock, 65, 66, and 67. So we're coming down to the final 2 minutes here, just above 2 minutes in the third quarter. 2nd and 6. Giants up 34-16. Flare pass to Boozer. And that's a 44. It's going to go up. It's a 1. So they were playing run on 2nd and 6. The Giants were playing run. But it's a flare pass, so there's 8 men up in the box. And that's an A. That's a pretty good play call, actually. 44, though, goes to 45. 8 yards and a first down. So that's 6, 7, 8. Actually, I think that's at the 14. The yard marker moves. I got to get a better yard marker. So a flare pass to Boozer. And 3 more ticks come off the clock. As we're in the final minute of play here in the third quarter. Giants trying to get another score on the board here. It has been quite an exciting ball game. So 1st and 10 from the Giants 14 for the New York Jets and Joe Namath, Broadway Joe. And Broadway Joe is going to look short pass. Short pass on 1st down to the tight end, Pete Lamons. That's a 15. It's a 7 against a 7 offensive play versus a 7 defense play. It's even. Here's the pass to Lamons. And they're keying Lamons as the D means the right play call. Disregard the green die. And that's a 24. And that will be incomplete. So 2 ticks off the clock. And we're under a minute to play here in the third quarter. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for the Jets. Giants up 34-16. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Handoff, Matt Snell on 2nd and 10. They're going to give it to the fullback. And they got that keyed. Giants have it keyed. And that's a 13. Minus 2 yards as they bring Snell down in the backfield. 1, 2. So it's going to be 3rd and 12 from the 16. 3rd and 12. And 3 ticks go off the clock. And that ends the third quarter. So we have 1 more quarter to play with the 68 New York Giants and Fran Tarkenton 34. And the 68 New York Jets and Joe Namath, Broadway Joe 16. So 3rd down and 12 for the Jets. We start the fourth quarter. 3rd and 12. Flare pass to Emerson Boozer. It's a 4. And, oh boy, they're playing pass, but it's a loose defense. The problem is the roll is a 14. And it goes to 15. Incomplete. Oh, man. 22-23. So anything 22 and above for the D would have been a completion. But they can't connect up. Boozer drops the ball. And that's 3 plays off. 3 ticks off. On the is an incomplete. Incomplete is 1. So that's 2 ticks off. So here comes Jim Turner, who's missed an extra point, to attempt the field goal here. And we just add 7 to this. That's all we do is add 7 to it. This one we do. Because the goalposts are right, they overhang right on the goal line so they don't go back 10 in 68. So the field goal, and we're from the 16, so it's a 23-yard field goal. The dice roll needs to be 16 or better. And it's a 56. They needed that on the last play, so the field goal is good on the 23-yard field goal attempt by Turner. So 23-yard field goal, Turner. And the Jets put up 3. And it's 19 now. So 34-19, 2 ticks go off the clock. As we're in the fourth quarter of play. And so 34-19. They trail by 15. And we're playing with a 2-point conversion, I decided. So the Jets are gonna kick off from the 35. They need a big kickoff here. And re-roll, that's a leaner. And that's a good kickoff, 56 in the end zone. Touchback, Giants will take it out at their 20. And 2 more ticks off the clock. So that's 6 and 7. Jets defense has to come up big here. Giants 1st and 10 on the 20. They just want to, with a 15-point lead, they're going to go handoff to their money man, Coy, the fullback. He has a couple of touchdowns today. They're keying him, and it's a 1-6 on the handoff, but they're keying that. So the 1-6 goes to a 2-2, and it's no gain, 2nd and 10. But they're chewing clock up, as that's 3 more off, and we're down to that. 3 more ticks. So 2nd and 10 for the Giants. 2nd and 10, again, fullback handoff, and again they're keying it, but we get a better roll here, and that's a 46, and it's an 8 play against a 7 defense, so that's going to go up to a 55, 6 yards. So it's going to be a 3rd and 4 from the Giant 26. So 3rd and 4, good run by Coy, and 3 ticks go off the clock. 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Tarkenton's going to scramble. 10 out of 10 on this. It goes up 3 dice rolls. And it's a D. They have the right play call. So they got the right play call. It's on a Tarkenton scramble. So that's a 10. The right play call is the second column. So C, D, F, and G are all right play calls. They have an automatic one of those. 33. Sorry, A, B. It's the first. I'm sorry, the first column. A, B, E, and H. So 33, 34 plus 1, 35 plus 1, and 36 plus 2. They're going to be 2 yards short, and it's going to be 4th and 2. So they were burned early from the Tarkenton scrambles, but not lately. And that's 3 ticks off the clock. And here comes our first punt, unless there's a penalty. So Pete Gogolak, I'm pretty sure, did the punting and kicking for the Giants. Yes, he did. Or one of the Gogolak brothers. And they're going to punt. Again, this just goes from the line of scrimmage. And that's from the 27. Gogolak looking for a big boot here. He gets a 23 on the punt. And that is a 41-yard punt. So actually, let's just bring that back. 3 and make it a 44. No. 10, 20, 30, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the return from the 31. And back to return it is Don Maynard. Can the Jets get a huge return here? And it's a 12. 12 on the punt return. Nine yards and the ball's knocked loose. So at the 40, Maynard fumbles the ball. Now who will get it back? Here comes the fumble roll. 1 through 4, the defense recovers. The Giants will recover. And the Giants recover on the 40 after the 9-yard return by Maynard. Oh, that could be the final nails in the coffin. So the fumble is recovered by the New York Giants. And recovering the fumble for the Giants is the backup running back, Tucker Frederickson. So Frederickson recovers the fumble. He's on the punt team. And now it is 1st and 10 from the 40 for the Giants. And with the fumble, and it's a punt, so that's 2 ticks. Giants can put this game away. They lead 34-19. As the Cubs and Bears says 2-point conversions in 68 out. You're a man ahead of your time. AFL had it, so we're playing with the 2-point conversion. I hope this has been interesting. I'm enjoying this. I'm probably not doing a good job, but what the hell. All right, again, because it's a Fran Tarkenton football game, I'm going to modify this a bit with only being able to call so many plays, but I haven't done that yet. We're going to go hand off to Coy, try to kill more clock, and it's a 4. So that's, they're playing pass. They're playing a loose defense. This is going to be a ripper. So that goes A, B, C, D, which is prevent. D is a prevent. And it's a 4, and the black die is blank. It's a 46. It's going to be a big, big run. Big run on the D. 44, and, I'm sorry, 46. And it's a second column, actually, so that's not going to be too bad if you're a Jets fan. And 55, 9-yard run. The D's in the second. So it's going to be 2nd and 1. So Coy continues to kill the Jets. And that's 3 ticks off the clock. 19, 20, and 21. 2nd and 1. We're not going to fool around. Handoff. Fullback once again. It's a D, so we don't even have to roll this. They're keying the fullback. And it's a 23. It goes to a 24. No gain. They stuff him at the line of scrimmage. So it brings up 3rd and 1. Jets D needs to hold tough. And that's 3, 23, 22, 23, 24. So 3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Tarkenton's going to call his own number here on the quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1. And that is the 3. And the 3 is a 7 on the quarterback sneak. We only need 1. Unless they get the A, we should pick this up. So we could go quarterback scramble, but we're going quarterback sneak. And they have the right play call. So the Giant Jets come up huge. And that's going to be stuffed on the 3rd and 1. It's an A and a 14. No gain as Tarkenton is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. And we have phone delay number 2. Because God knows it's Saturday and you get all the idiot phone calls. I'll be right back. And we are back. Thank you for your patience. So 4th and 1. And I have to... Did I take time off the clock? Let me take a quick look. 25. No, I didn't because the phone rang. So 3 more ticks off the clock. 4th and 1. And the field goal here, you have to add 7. That's a 38-yard field goal. And again, we just go off the field goal chart. To hit a 38-yard field goal, you need to run a roll of 45. We're going to keep the offense on the field on 4th and 1. Jets have to come up big one more time. This time we're going to our bread and butter play. Scramble, Fran Tarkenton. And that's a 4. Black die is blank. We got a 16. And it's a 4. And again, man, that D comes up. Bad luck roll for the Jets. So 4 on the quarterback scramble is a D. The D's in the second column, and it's a 16, so that goes up 3. And it didn't matter. Even with the 16, it's a first down. It's a first down scramble. So 22, 23, 24. 5 yards and a first down. You cannot contain Fran Tarkenton. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So first down on the Jets 26. Giants maintain possession of the ball, and the clock goes tick, tick, tick. 3 ticks come off the clock, as I have to scribble bigger now. You can keep time here, right here, with like a crayon, and then you like erase it. But because I'm afraid the board will fall over, I'm keeping it on this little pad here. So first down and 10 from the 26. And we might as well give Bly a carry here. And we're going to go. Bly's just not good. He's a 6. Going to hand off to Bly. It's a 6. So this actually goes down 1 on the dice roll. And he gets a good roll here. So 46, though, goes down to 45. It's a 6. The green die is a 6. The black die is blank. So we're going to go off the 6 indicator for defense. And that's A, B, C, D, F. They're keying the fullback. So we're going to look out here. Let me make sure I did this right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we go to Bly. They've been keying Coy because they're getting killed. And it's a 46. And it's a bad defense. As that's an F. We go to the last column, the F. And it's a 46, but it's a 6 play against a 7 defense. So that goes down to a 45. And that is a 9-yard pickup for Bly. So 2nd and 1. A 9-yard pickup as the Giants continue to grind the ball. We take 3 more ticks off the clock. 2nd and 1. Giants again. They're going to reward Bly with another handoff to the halfback. And this time they're keying the halfback. And this is bad as we were being nice to our halfback. And that goes from a 1-3 to a 1-2. And I think we just did a really, really, really bad thing. So that is a G. And the 1-3 goes to a 1-2. We lucked out. It's only minus 3 yards. So Bly is stuffed in the backfield. And that will leave a 3rd and 4 as we're trying to be nice and give the ball to Bly. And that takes 3 more ticks off the clock as we're halfway through the 4th quarter almost. Just about. So 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Tarkenton's going to scramble on 3rd and 4. Jets have to come up big. And it's a huge roll. That's a 45. So that goes up. It's a scramble. So that's a 10. And it's a 5. But just on the 45 alone, that's going to go up 46, 55, 56, 7 yards, or 23 yards. It all depends on what the 5 is. And that's doubling the wide receiver E. So that's going to be, so that's a 45. I've got a pointer. 46, 55, 7 yards, and a 1st down. Fran Tarkenton keeps the chains moving. As that is 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1st and 10 from the Jets 12. On the huge scramble by Tarkenton, he continues to kill the Jets. Fran the man Tarkenton. And 3 more ticks go off the clock as we're down to 38 ticks as we're working from 1 to 75. So 1st and 10, we're going to hand it off to the fullback. Here's the handoff to Coy. Right play call. It's a D. 14 goes up to a 15. Minus 1 yard. Coy stuffed in the backfield. But the clock continues to go tick, tick, tick. And now we get rid of 38, 39, 40. As I've increased the clock timage when playing this. So that will bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. We don't want to get stupid here. I want to call a different play call. Pitch out halfback. Let's get stupid. What the hell? And it's double ones and a 5. It wouldn't have mattered. It's double ones. Can't change a double one, so it can't go back any farther. They're doubling the wideouts. So the pitch out to the halfback. He's hit -1 and a fumble. So they go back 1. The ball comes loose as we're not giving the ball to Bly anymore. Now, can the defense recover? The fumble chart 1 through 4 is a defensive recovery. 5 and 6, the Giants recover. It's a 1! So the Jets stay alive on the fumble, and it's recovered on the 14. It wouldn't have mattered. Say if we went handoff, fullback. or sweep fullback, we'll say. It was a 5, double the wide out. It still is going to be a fumble. Yeah, no, son of a gun. That would have only been -4. It would have mattered. That sucks. All right, here come the Jets, but 3 ticks go off the clock, as that's 41, 42, and 43. Again, we're working from 1 to 75. So the Jets come back on the field with Joe Willie Namath. They trail 34-19. Jets, 1st and 10 on their 14. Flip the play card. Number 20, we're going to go deep to the left end. George Sauer, Namath going for it all. And he's got it, baby. Oh, my Lord, this is going to be gruesome. Namath hits Sauer in stride. 7 defense against an 8 offensive play call. Wrong play call in A. They're looking run. And 55 goes to 56 at the long gainer. Long gainer chart. Now we're from the 14. Long gainer. They want a high roll here. It's a 45. 54 yards. So let's make that 53. We'll move up 1. So that's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3. Brought down, finally dragged from behind, is George Sauer at the giant 32. So a huge pitch and catch by Namath and Sauer. 1st and 10 from the Giants 32. Long gainer is 4 ticks off the clock, though, as time is precious now. So 44, 45, 46, and 47 now gone in ticks. We still have all 3 of our timeouts. And again, this time we're looking for another deep pass. And this time we're going to go to our flanker, 21. And that's Don Maynard. Maynard fumbled, remember, the punt. Can he make up for it? Namath looking for Maynard. Need a high dice roll. It's an 8. They're keying the tight end. That's god-awful. That's going to leave Maynard wide open. But did we get a high enough dice roll? That's a 35. Goes to a 36 to Don Maynard. And that is, what's that, an H? 36. Just incomplete. We needed the 44. So 2nd and 10. Fails to connect up. Just off the fingertips of Don Maynard. That is 2 ticks off the clock. 48 and 49. As the ticks are getting, we have 25 ticks left on the clock. We're at 50. We go to 75. So 2nd and 10. We have to score quick. 2nd and 10. He's going to go back to George Sauer. On the long fly to Sauer. The dice are stuck in my hand. And it's a 0 base defense. Black and a 0 means base defense. And it's a 34. Goes up to a 35. Incomplete. So that's 3rd and 10. And another 2 ticks go off the clock as 50 and 51. As we have 23 ticks left in the 4th quarter. And we have 3 timeouts. So we have 3 plays that we don't have to use ticks. So it's 3rd and 10. Flare pass to the halfback. Crap roll. 8. They're covering the tight end, but we have a 22. It goes up. We might make some yardage on this, though. Halfback, flare pass, 22, an 8 play against a 7 defense. A 12 is an 8. So what did I say? 22 goes to 23. Complete. No. 8. No, yeah, 8 is an H. H is in the first column. 22 goes to 23. Incomplete. So 4th and 10. 4th and 10. As now 2 more ticks go off the clock. 4th and 10. This is do or die for the Jets. They got to pick up 10 yards here. 4th and 10 from the Giants 32. 4th and 10. We need 10 yards. Our long passes are 8s, but we need a higher completion here. We still need a high roll. If we go, we need a 33 at least, even if we get the wrong play call on the mediums. For the long passes, we need a 44 at least. Are we feeling lucky? That's the question. We're going to go medium pass because we got to pick up the first. Medium pass to our tight end, Pete Lamons. Even, it's a 7 offensive play, 7 defense, so it's even. Namath back to pass. Heavy pressure on Joe Willie Namath. But it's a 46. They're covering, they're D'ing up the tight end, but does he zip it in on the 46? H. Last column, 46. 17 yards. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Down to the 14. 4th down. And the Jets convert. As Namath goes to Lamons, the tight end. That's 3 ticks off the clock. So that's 54, 55, and 56. Time running short. We still have 3 timeouts. We got to go to the end. Medium pass, medium pass to Maynard. They have the doubling. They're doubling Maynard. So the D takes precedent. It's a 1-3 on the medium pass. And doubling Maynard, the wideout is an E. So it's the last column. 1-3, incomplete. So it's 2nd and 10 from the 14. Medium pass to Lamons, and that goes off the board. So what's the green die? We'll have to roll that, as it's a moment of truth. Here it is, folks. The green die is a 0. That's a base defense. So the Giants look out there. 0 is a base defense. A 0 and a 9 on the green die is a base defense. An X on the black die is a base defense, and a D on the black die is the correct defense. Any other number goes to the corresponding cards. So that is a medium pass to the tight end, 23B, and that is incomplete. So that brings up, and that's 2 more ticks off the clock. And that's 3rd and 10, I believe, right? The green die going off the table messed me up. 3rd and 10, as Bart Ewing says, Willie Joe! How you doing, Bart? As time is running short, 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 from the 14. So we've gone to Maynard, Lamons, and now we're going to our left end, medium pass, 16, George Sauer. And that's a base defense, so it doesn't matter that this was on that. 45, base defense, 45. It's an even 16 yards, touchdown pass. Namath to the left end, George Sauer, touchdown. The Giants now are only up 34-25. 34-25. Do we go for 2 from the 3? 34-25. I got to write that down. Touchdown pass. So that was a touchdown. TD to Sauer. 14 yards. $25-26. God, do I have to go for 2 twice? No. 34-9. We're down 15. We only have to go for 2 once. You know what? We're kicking the extra point. We're kicking the extra point. So there'll be 26. We're going to kick the extra point. Turner comes out. He's missed one. He's already missed one. And again, the only way to miss is 11 for a block and a 12. You shank it. And he makes it. 56. Extra point is good. And that is 4 ticks off the clock. Ugh, but we got to go onside kick now here. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 ticks left. So we're down like 2 minutes, we'll say, just under 2 minutes. That's 7 points. Extra point was good. And that makes it 26. What a game, 34-26. Giants lead. Now we have to kick the onside kick. We've been kicking off from the 35. I can't remember what it was back then. I should have looked it up. So now we go to the onside kick chart. And we need a 6. We have 3 timeouts, though. We have 3 timeouts, but it's random. You know what I mean? We could call 3 timeouts. We have 3 timeouts. You can't call a timeout on the kickoff, which is 2 ticks. 3 timeouts. 1 through 6. We have 3 timeouts. We need a 6 for the onside kick. We're going to kick away when we'll use our 3 timeouts as the Jets. Maybe we get a fumble. So they're going to kick off and hope to kick deep. And it's a 56. And since it's a touchback, no time off the clock. So it's a 71 yards. The Giants will not return. They'll take it 1st and 10 at the 20. No time goes off the clock. We will call timeout on all 3 of the first play by the Giants. So the Giants want to pick up a 1st down here, and we're just going to give it to... We're going to go scramble Tarkenton, our 10 out of 10 play. I know it's cheating, but who cares? They have the wrong play call. Well, not the right play call. Blank black die. 5. So that's an E. That's not bad. 1 through 6. It's a 16 on the scramble. And it's an E, so it's a good call. So that's going to go up 3. 22, 23, and 24. No gain. 2nd and 10. We call our 2nd timeout. 2nd and 10. 2nd timeout we call. Handoff fullback. They're keying the fullback. It'll only go up. The D means they're keying the fullback the way we're playing. 24 goes up 1 to 25, and that's a +1. So it's 3rd and 9. We use our last timeout. Again, no clock has come off. If we scramble, bad things could happen on a scramble. Tarkenton is going to hold the ball and run with it. 3rd and 9. Can Fran Tarkenton come through once again? As the green die jumps the chart. It's a 55. That's a hell of a roll. So that's going to go to 6-6 no matter what. And Fran Tarkenton's going to ice this ball game, folks. No matter what, it's a 9-yard gain. And for ha-has, maybe he gets a long gainer. And that's an 8. An 8 is keying the half tight end. It's an H. So I think it's only 9 yards. So Fran Tarkenton on an H on the 10, 55 goes to 66 because it's a +3 play. It's a 10 out of 10 play call. Again, it's Fran Tarkenton Football. Shocking. He was a great quarterback anyway, though. So he gets 9 yards and the 1st down. Now there's no timeouts left. They're going to just keep the ball on the ground. So Fran Tarkenton comes through huge. Hand off to Coy, the fullback. Wrong. Double ones. A big hit put on Coy, excuse me. The ball on a 3 is a blitz. This could matter, folks. It's -3 and a fumble. 1, 2, 3. And the big hit by the Jets. Philbin puts the hit on the fullback for the Giants. Coy, the ball comes loose. So the fumble recovery chart, 1 through 4, the Jets have it. 5 or 6, the Giants have it. It's a 2, and unbelievably, the Jets will take over on the fumble by Coy. And 3 ticks go off the clock, though, because the timeouts were done. 1, 2, 3. And with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ticks left on the clock. Again, that's our terminology of checking them off. The Jets have it. What a huge fumble by Coy. Jets defense come up big. Jets are trailing by 8. The Giants 34. The Jets 26. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it in this Big Apple Bowl using Fran Tarkenton Football. So we have 3, that's one play. 3, that's another play. We have 4 plays because there'll be 1 tick left on the clock. So we can run 4 plays. A long gainer's a touchdown, so we don't care. We can run 4 plays, and we're going to go. We can run 4 plays, and we are at the 27. 27. We need to get to the 17 for the first down. So we're at the 27. We can run 4 plays. Long passes, we need at least a 44. We're going to stay away from that, even though we get a +1. They're 8s to our flanker and left end. Flip the chart. Giants, remember, are a 7 defense. Giants are a 7 defense, and most of the Jets' plays are 7, so it's going to be even Steven. And Maynard has not been lucky for us. Who has been lucky for us for the Jets? Sauer. We're going to go to our left end, George Sauer, on a medium pass, so that's a 16. 16, we need a 33. Actually, we need a 30 to make sure of a completion of 45, but we need something in the 30s for a shot. And that's a 56 on a base play. Base defense is an X. What a throw by Namath to Sauer. Sauer has been pure gold, so it's a B, 56. B, because it's a base defense for an X. And down here, I doubt you can see it, that's 20 yards. First down. Wait, no. Did I mess this up? I did. I didn't bring this back, because that was on the 27. Yeah, okay. 20 yards. So it's going to be first and goal on the 7. And quickly racing up to the line of scrimmage is Joe Namath and the Jets as he connects up on the medium pass to George Sauer on the square in. And that's 3 ticks off the clock. 1, 2, 3. That leaves us 3 plays left. Unbelievable. First and goal from the 7. Namath quickly barking out signals. Pitch out. Boozer. They have the right play call. That doesn't matter. Shouldn't they have the right? Forgot to roll the green die. So they go pitch out to Boozer, and that goes up 1. So from 15 on the pitch out to 16, they have the right defense. They're keying Boozer. No gain. He is stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Oh, wait a second. I got that wrong. So from 15, it goes to 16. G is keying the halfback. My faux pas. 16. Minus 1 yard. So they're at the 8 now. So second and goal from the 8. And now we have 2 plays left. Second and goal from the 8. Second and goal from the 8. Flare pass to Boozer. And this is a 4. Oh boy. That is a loose defense for pass coverage. Because it's a black die. A 4 goes A, B, C, D. Prevent defense. Again, I just lined them up. It's random choice. So they blow the coverage. Someone misses a tackle. It's a flare pass to Emerson Boozer. And the flare pass is a 12 on a D. It's a 35, but it's an 8 offensive play call. So that goes up 1 to 36. Touchdown! On the flare pass, Boozer gets in from the 8. And the Jets are 2 points away from tying it up on the Emerson Boozer touchdown pass from Namath. I'm not really keeping stats here, so that sucks because that would have been fun to look at. But Emerson Boozer, we'll worry about stats when I go quicker. On a 8-yard touchdown pass from Namath. And now it is 32 to 34. And we go for 2. And the 2-point conversion Let me get the handy Dan. I want to say they did it from the 3 in the AFL. 2-point conversions. Offensive team calls any runner short pass, and result is measured from the 3-yard line. Not permitted under NFL rules. We're playing the Big Apple Bowl, so it's permitted. So we got it off here, off the bottom. From the 3-yard line, the beauty of this game, it's really easy to figure out. And again, I might have messed up some rules. So from the 3, this is it. This is it. There'll be one play actually left. There's one tick on the clock because that goes 3. So the kickoff, I guess the Giants could return it for a touchdown. No, this will be it. No. An extra point. There's no time that goes off a clock on an extra point. So, no. All right. This is it. What a game. 34-32. As Bart Ewing says, holy smokes, fumble. Yeah, that stunk. That sunk the Giants, really. And now, I'm going to go pitch out to Emerson Boozer, who just had the touchdown. That is an 8 offensive call against a 7 defense. Again, you got to play it this way. This is the way the game was made. You don't want to hand it off to Snell. It's even. You want the extra roll to go up. So this is it. Boozer, can he get in on the pitch out? Can the Giants hold? The Giants will hold! A double run on the pitch out. And it's a 2. It doesn't matter. It's a standard set on the double one. And they smother him in the backfield. -4 yards. Ball game over. The Giants D saves the day. They've been torched for 32 points. But on the 2-point conversion from 3 yards out, Boozer cannot get around the end. The Giants' front 7 comes blowing in and brings down Emerson Boozer. 4-yard loss. The New York Giants and Fran Tarkenton win the 1968 Big Apple Bowl over the New York Jets and Joe Wooly Namath. Broadway Joe goes down for the count. What a ball game. 34-32, and it only took 2 hours and 32 minutes. And it was fun. I don't care. It was fun. I will do this again. I don't know if I'm going to be able to speed it up. I think the game went better after the first quarter. I didn't really keep stats. I kind of want to keep stats, but I might not because it'd take too long. As Bart Ewing says, great finish. I hope everyone enjoyed it. This is Fran Tarkenton Football. This is the game that got me hooked on Sports Sims. Wonderful game. I'm going to mod it a bit, meaning I'm going to go off Pro Football Reference when I decide what teams I want to play in 68. And I'm going to go to see how many times someone carried the ball or caught passes and just mod it just a little bit. That way, this game is meant to be played the way I played it. You want to go to your better positions. And there's no mod for it. That's the way the game's played. You can do it. I'm just looking. Yeah, even when you bring in a backup player, it goes off the rating of the play. So a Green Bay Packer, again, this is 68 after Lombardi was no longer coach, but a Green Bay Packers sweep, because everyone knows about the Green Bay Packers sweep. A Green Bay Packers sweep with the fullback, that is a 4, is still an 8. So depending on the defense, most defenses are 7 or lower. It's either a +1. There are some good, like Green Bay has a 9 defense. So no matter who you bring in, so the Packers, their running backs were Anderson and Grabowski. And if you brought in a backup running back, say Mercine or Pitts, it's still a 9 play. Again, that's just the way the game's played. It's a really fun game. Dog City says, good game, Al. Thank you very much. And I like to say, let me go and say thank you to Dog Cityus. We're going to be on later tonight at 10 p.m. with Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware. And we're going to be talking sim games, sports, and maybe some dumb Dungeons and Dragons with Dog and some Star Wars. Thank you to Bart Ewing. Thank you to the Cubs, the Bears, D. Scott Howard, Beatles Eternally, and Chris from Stratomatic, Delaware. Again, he'll be on with myself and Dog Cityus at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. So thank you very much to everyone who watched. MP Fox, thank you. AU Pack Mule, thank you very much. He says Yellow Jackets are all gone. I missed that in the chat. Bart Ewing, thank you. Bubba Husky. Hope you guys liked it. It was fun. I really enjoyed this. This is my first, we'll call it card and dice game on the channel. Pure card and dice. More card and dice and chart. So thank you very much. Till next time, watch out for that big hit over the middle. Health and happiness. Take care. Bye-bye. God bless. Remember, myself and Dog Sidious and Chris from Stratamatic, Delaware, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Check us out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you have coffee. We go quite a bit. So, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. God bless and peace.